Hey everyone, today we're gonna check how to use Line6 HX Stomp for reamping. HX Stomp is a complete guitar or bass rig in compact size. That's why this is a great decision for live gigs, and this device may be used as low latency audio interface for your audio workstation. And we will use this feature for guitar DI tracking and reamping. HX Stomp is able to record two signals at the same time. USB inputs 1 and 2 used for recording of processed signals through effect chain. USB inputs 5 and 6 used for recording of dry DI tracks. USB outputs 1 and 2 used for audio workstation monitoring. USB outputs 5 and 6 used for reamping. The process looks like that. You send already recorded DI signal through USB outputs 5 and 6 to USB input 5 and 6 for processing, and then record a new track in DAW. Before we start, let's check settings in HX Stomp and DAW. As default settings, any preset has main left or right input, and for reamping we have to change it to USB input 5 and 6. You can change it directly in HX Stomp or with using of HX Edit software. Now device is ready for reamping. And now let's check settings in DAW. In our case we will use cubase 11, let's take it point by point. The first of all, device should be connected as audio interface. Then we have to check audio connection settings. For cubase users, press F4 to open it. And the first tab that we have is inputs. Let's set correct configuration for inputs. For mono in, set input 1 for recording of process signal. You can rename it mono in amp, for example. Then add additional mono bus and rename it mono in DI. For this bus, set input 5. This input will be used for recording of DI signal. Let's check tab for outputs. Here we have one stereo output with outputs 1 and 2. This output used as main output for your DAW. And we have to add additional stereo output for reamping with outputs 5 and 6. Now let's check inputs and outputs for tracks. I have already recorded DI double track. These tracks will be used as source for reamping. For DI track recording you need to set input mono in DI with USB input 5. For output choose reamp. In that way the signal will be sent through effect chain in your preset for further recording on your track. Now I will do the same for second track. These tracks will be used for recording of reamp signal. For each track, set input mono in amp, and for output, main stereo output. Do the same for second track. So, audio connections looks correct, and project is ready for reamping. Solo DI track and track prepared for reamping. In that case, all other tracks will be automatically muted. Then arm the track for recording and press record. do the same for second track. As a result, we have recorded double track. Let's check how it sounds in the mix. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.